Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be about your soulmate. It's going to be super detailed and I've prepared 4 groups for you to choose from, and all you have to do is choose the group or the groups that you feel the most drawn to. Go to the timestamps down in the description or in the comments below and click on those timestamps of your group or the groups that you're most drawn to. Ask yourself the question, who is my soulmate? And let's get started. I will introduce you to the groups that I prepared for you today. So for our group number 1, we have the JoJo's Tarot deck with the Tourmaline. Let's take a closer look. And for our group number 2, we have the Witch's Tarot deck with the Opal. And for our group number 3, we have the Daydreaming Cat Tarot deck with the Citrine. Finally, for our group number 4, we have the Way Tarot deck with the Rose Quartz. Pause this video if you need to, and I will also give you a few moments of meditation so you can pick the group or the groups that you feel the most drawn to, and I will see you at the click of your timestamps. Welcome group number 1. If you chose this group, this is your reading for all about your soulmate. I'm going to be talking about your overall soulmate connection, if you have met each other, and also about your past situation, present and future situation, as well as your soulmate's relationship, past, present, and future. And I'm also going to dive deep into about your soulmate's personality and what their job is like, and also your soulmate's feelings about you and your soulmate's messages for you. So yeah, let's get started. Right away, I'll put the Tourmaline right there. So group number 1. What is the overall soulmate connection between you and your soulmate? Ooh, so I can see that your connection is one that is going to be filled with a lot of abundance and a lot of ideas and a lot of adventures and a lot of trips as well. I can see that when you are together, you're both going to have manifest a lot of good things in your life. So you are each like the lucky charm to each other, you know? So you both bring such good fortune into each other's lives that as soon as you enter each other's lives, you're going to face a lot of uphill life changes and life stages. If you have always wanted to travel, you're both going to travel together. If you've always wanted a job that you think is great for you, you're going to manifest and get that job that you've always wanted to get. And whatever that you both do together, it's going to manifest in a way that is super lucky. So I can see a lot of luck playing a role in your soulmate connection between you. So you sort of like bring out the positive manifestations in each other, group number 1. So yeah, that's a very like soulmate connection. So let's see what else we need to know about your overall soulmate connection. Ampera, okay, so your soulmate connection is one that is very, very stable, strong, and one that is very healthy, and one that is very uplifting as well, and one that is very giving. So you can see in the Emperor energy that is very authoritative, very powerful. You can see this is a gun, very powerful. So I can see that your connection between you and your soulmate is going to be super passionate, super powerful, and not only you and your soulmate, but people around you and your soulmate are going to see that connection between you two, and they're going to be in all of you. So they're going to be like, wow, I want the relationship that you and your soulmate have. So a lot of people are going to very, get envious of your relationship and your connection, because you will have a very strong foundation together, and you will have the relationship that other people can really look up to. Other people could take an example of what the healthy relationship should be like. And also your relationship is the one that is going to make you feel both very self-confident and very self-assured. So group number 1, I can see that you and your soulmate, you are both very supportive of each other. So you both encourage each other to be the best versions of yourselves that you possibly can be. And that is why this energy came up. And yeah, I just can see very strong love soulmate connection right here. So let's see one last card to check up on your overall soulmate connection. Group number 1. Temperance. Okay, so Temperance card tells me that you and your soulmate, the overall connection that you both have, is the one that is very complementary. So if you are a bit of an introvert, your soulmate is going to be a little bit more of an extrovert, and you sort of complement each other in the way that you do not really frustrate each other too much, you do not really drain each other too much, even if you spend a lot of time together. And I can see that you're both very patient people. You are people who are very mature enough to understand that good connection takes a long time to build and a long time to get to know each other, and you both are willing to wait for the one until to settle down. You're not going to settle down with just anyone that you find. You're going to choose wisely. You both are very, very mature and patient, and when you get into a relationship with each other, I can see you both are going to want to know both good and the bad part of each other, which is like both good, the good facade, and also the realistic side of each other. And you're both going to be very mature about it as well. So your soulmate connection between you and your soulmate shows a lot of maturity, patience with one another, and also just being realistic as well. And you both are going to share complementary personality traits. So when people see you two, they're going to think like, okay, I can see why you're together, and people around you admire your connection a lot, group number 1, because you both just have this sort of soulmate connection just by looking at you two. Even from the surface level, you both are very much soulmates, and no one can deny it because of how well you complement each other, how well you fill each other's cups. If someone needs space because maybe one of you is an introvert, you both are going to understand the need for space. You're not going to push each other's boundaries a lot, and I can see you both sharing important personal values as well, which is very important for a soulmate relationship, right? So that is your overall soulmate connection between you and your soulmate. So I want to know if you have met your soulmate or not. So let's ask your angel about it. Have you met your soulmate or not, group number 1? Has group number 1 met their soulmate? Big happy changes. Okay, let's draw one more card as a confirmation card. The World. Okay, the World is the confirmation card that says yes, but this angel answer is telling me that you are either going to meet your soulmate after this relationship ends. So I can see that group number 1, this is a general reading, so I have a lot of messages. So take what is true for you. So for some of you in group number 1, you haven't met your soulmate yet, but you are going to meet your soulmate only after the wrong relationships end. That is for some of you in group number 1. But for some of you in group number 1, yes, you have already met your soulmate and they are already in your life. Alright, so this is a general reading again. Take what's true for you. So let's see about your group number 1. Your past relationship, your present relationship situation, and your future. So past, present, future, group number 1. Okay, this is your past relationship, group number 1. And this is your present. And let's see about the future, group number 1. Ooh, High Priestess again. All right, so group number 1, in the past, I see that you have been very using your intuitive a lot, but at the same time, you're not really confronting your intuition. You're not really using your intuition to your best ability. Like this person, you're looking up, you're not looking down at the guidebook. So in the past, group number 1, you have always ignored the red flags in your past relationships, or maybe you were just too distracted to see those red flags. Whatever it is, you haven't been using your intuition to your fullest ability in the past, because you can see here, maybe there are some factors such as your childhood trauma or just past traumatic relationships thing that is triggering you not to truly trust your intuition. So I can see that in your past relationship, you haven't been able to trust that, and because of that, you have had trouble finding your soulmate. So group number 1, how about your present relationship situation? All right, so in the present situation, you are actually being you are in the mindset and also in the luck of having and wanting to get everything that you want. So I can see you actually being very ambitious about your love life, and I can see you also knowing that you have what it takes in order to, get to your soulmate. You know that you know your worth and you are self-confident, and you know that you're not going to let anyone treat you in the ways that you do not want to be treated, and you are in the energy where you are not afraid to show your authentic self, and you're not afraid to tell people exactly what you want, and you're not afraid to show people what exactly you have on the table. You are actually putting yourself out there in the present situation, and you're just showcasing your amazing self in the present self. So I can see you gaining a lot of self-confidence back and really getting out there. So your future situation to your soulmate tells me that you are going to be using your intuition. So you see here, you're not looking at the signs directly here, but in the future I can see that you're going to be looking straight into the red flags or green flags and any kinds of signs, and you're going to trust yourself so much, even if the world is crumbling down, you know, even if the water is dripping and you might feel like you're going to be drowned. You're going to trust in yourself so much, and that you're going to trust your intuition so much, and you're not going to let anyone, you know, gaslight you into thinking that your intuition is incorrect about them as such. So yeah, I can see that you're going to be actually group number 1. I feel as though you are a very intuitive person. You just have a hard time trusting that. So in the future, I can see you trusting that intuition finally, which will lead to your soulmate. So yeah, this is your past, present, and future relationship. So I also want to know about your soulmate's relationship in the past, in the present, and in the future. How was your relationship in the past like? Your soulmate's relationship in the past. How was it like? Okay, so in the past, your soulmate is the one who has always had to balance things and who has always had to be patient over their past relationship partners, and they actually are very, very devoted lovers, which means that if they fall in love with someone, they do not, you know, jump over one person to another. They are the type of people who, if they get into a relationship, they stay there for as long as they can. Even if they see red flags, they stay in there as long as they can in the past. And also, I can see that in this Temperance card, however, when they are patient, they have just this very strong energy of being a patient person. At the same time, a lot of people might misunderstand being patient as, you know, being a pushover or a doormat. So in the past, your soulmates was very much undervalued by their past partners. They were very much underappreciated by their past partners. They thought, their past partners probably thought that your soulmate was going to stay with them forever, even if they do bad things, but which is not true. Your soulmate shows a lot of emotional intelligence and emotional maturity. Yeah. So I think in the past, they have been way too patient, and maybe they have been in relationships that are wrong for them way longer than they should have been. So that is your soulmate's past relationship. Let's get into the present situation of your soulmate's love life. What is going on in their present love life? The Tower. Okay, so you see, the Temperance, everything that they have been so patient about, everything that they have been really giving it a chance, given benefits of the doubt, your soulmate's past relationships are fumbling down. So I can see that your soulmate is actually facing breakup, and I can see that your soulmate is finally realizing that sometimes being patient, way too patient with the wrong people, is just a waste of time. So your soulmate's approach to love and dating and relationship is also breaking down. It's changing. The perspectives of your soulmate about the relationship is changing. I can see breakup happening. I can see them moving out. I can see them starting over, starting fresh. I can see them actually feeling a lot of anger as well. So someone may have betrayed them in the past, group number 1, and But that is good, you know, actually. Maybe your soulmate has been too naive, so they let the wrong people take advantage of them too much, and now their perspective of the relationship is changing. So they're finally learning to not be too patient with the wrong people, you know. So that's good, actually. So let's see about their future. What is your soulmate's future relationship going to be like? Okay, so your soulmate is actually going to be very mature after this present situation that is causing them a lot of anger, frustration, and changes in perspectives. Maybe they even have lost a little bit of hope in dating life and humanity even. So yeah, I can see them actually facing cheating and trauma and betrayal actually at the present moment. But now in the future, I can see them actually coming to, you know, senses and finally realizing that they need to set some kind of boundary in the future. So I can see your soulmate setting stronger boundaries, not letting anyone push them over, and really knowing how to use their energy wisely in the future, and really knowing where to spend their love on. They're going to be very selective about the people that they're going to choose to be in relationship in the future, and they're going to decide it very strongly. They're not going to just go with the flow with the dating life. They're going to give it a very serious judgment. Okay, that's good. They're going to be very more serious. They're going to realize not to, you know, give their time and efforts to just anyone, basically. So yeah, that is your soulmate. And I also, present, past, future, I also want to know about your soulmate personality. So let's get right into it a bit more. What is your soulmate's personality like? Okay. All right, so you remember what I just said about how your soulmate might be a bit naive? Yeah, there you go. Just like the fool, they always sometimes, you know, just meet someone and then they get into a relationship with them, and they're very patient people, but at the same time a bit naive about people, you know. They don't realize that some people can be very deceptive, they can be manipulative, they can be liars, cheaters, whatever, right? But your soulmate is a bit naive, actually, not is a bit naive, and they might be a bit of a person who doesn't really get the hints sometimes about, you know, they are actually good people. Your soulmate is a very good person, but at the same time, they project their goodness onto others, you know. Because they're good people, they see others as good as well, and that actually leads them to situations where bad people really take advantage of them, which is not good. But at the same time, your soulmate is the one who loves adventure. They really love novelty. They really love experiencing new things, even though those things might be dangerous to you, group number one. So like skydiving, or I don't know, rock climbing, and those kind of adventurous things, you know, your soulmate is bound to be attracted to those things. They are also the people that do not like to have a lot of baggage. So actually, I can see that your soulmate is the type to forgive and forget quickly. You know, they might feel it intensely at first, but they will forgive and forget quickly. And it's because they don't like to have a lot of baggage, emotional baggage. They don't like to have it. So they move on pretty quickly, but they do feel everything that they need to feel in order to take the lessons as well. But yeah, they actually are probably into the minimalistic lifestyle as well, group number one. So think about the person who is always wearing the same thing, who is always not, they don't really have much of items, physical items. They don't carry a lot of things with them, or they like to carry things, but they carry only essential things with them. So they're the people who do not like to splurge on things. They like to splurge on experiences instead. And they can be a bit of a careless person. And also, they're also cute people. When you see them, you want to protect them, group number one. Your soulmate's personality is like the one, like a child almost, but as in like they seem a bit, goofy, like they just seem like you need to protect them. When you see them, you just feel like, wait a minute, they're so cute, I want to protect them. They're so naive, but they're so good people, but I need to protect them. That kind of energy, So yeah, your soulmate is definitely the person like that. So I can see like young energy. So young energy doesn't have to mean younger than you. It can be younger in personality, younger in energy. So let's see what do we need to know about your soulmate personality. Okay, what is your soulmate like? Okay, so your soulmate is a person who is very open to seeing things from a different perspective, and that is why, if something ends, they are willing to grow from it, and they are willing to take the lessons and change some perspectives about people or situations, or even about themselves. So yes, they are naive, but they are not dumb, They are naive, but they are smart. They know how to look at things from different perspectives, and actually perspectives that even group number one you cannot see sometimes. So in your relationship with your soulmate, I can see that your soulmate is going to bring you so much calm. So if you're worried about something, group number one, your soulmate is going to come and tell you that there is nothing to worry about, and they're going to actually really reassure you and calm you down because of their perspective that they have, which is very optimistic, like the Fool. But at the same time, it makes sense, it doesn't sound foolish and realistic as well. So yeah, your soulmate is a person who knows how to relax, who knows how to look at things from different perspectives. They are not just, tunnel visioned. They do not look at situations or people from just one angle. They know how to look at people and situation from many angles. So I can see maturity, they might be naive, but their emotional maturity is actually higher than a lot of people give them credit for, group number one. So let's see one more thing. What is your soulmate's connection like? What role are they going to play in the connection with you? Okay, one card just popped out. The Lover and the Chariot. Okay, your soulmate is the person who is very romantic, and this Lover card is the best card you can get, which means it confirms also that yes, it is your soulmate. So yeah, your soulmate is the one that is very, very loving. They know how to, again, forgive and forget very easily, and they know how to see people from a very realistic point of view, They do not look at people from a very idealistic point of view, and I think it's because of their past relationships. So they will have matured, and they will know how to appreciate people for who you truly are. So group number one, they're going to love you for who you truly are. And even if you have flaws, or even if you have insecurities that you do not really want to show, your soulmate is going to come into your life and tell you that, hey, what's up? I'm not going to leave you just because you have this insecurity, So yeah, your soulmate is going to be very understanding, and you're just going to be accepted for who you are, group number one. Wonderful. And this card tells me that your soulmate is the one to come to you, okay? Your soulmate is not going to be the one to leave you wondering if they have feelings for you or not. They are going to not waste time, you know. So if they see you and, you know, date one, for example, they come into your life and they know that they want you, they're not going to hesitate, and they're going to ask for more dates and more dates and more dates. So your soulmate is the one that's going to be super assertive. They are going to be super active, and they're going to declare their love to you, like in public, and they're going to be so open about it, and they're going to show you off everywhere, and they're going to be super infatuated by you. I can see that your soulmate is quite popular as well, and I think it's because of this energy, you know, very chill, relaxed, naive, but very adventurous, spontaneous. So I can see that your soulmate is also popular, and they're a bit of an eye candy, group number one. They're very like attractive, muscular, beautiful, a lot of hair, very nice body. So if they want someone, they can't have anyone. But you know, they knew it, so they tried, but it didn't work out, and now they're going to be more selective. Because your soulmate is so attractive, they have so many choices, and that's why when you have so many choices, you're going to meet different kinds of people, right? So your soulmate met a lot of bad people, and that is why they will be more selective about their future partner in the future, okay? And yeah, so your soulmate is popular, attractive, but they're going to be the one to come after you. And you are not the one going after them. I can see that they are going to give you that first kiss, first whatever, first gift, first I love you. So yeah, your soulmate is going to be the one to tell you their feelings first. So they are go-getter. Yeah. So let's take a look at your soulmate's job. What is your soulmate's job? Group number one, soulmate's job. Ooh, author. You have a book inside of you that wishes to be expressed. Make the time to write it. So your soulmate might be the one who is very good at words, writing them down, expressing them. They might be the person who do like podcast, you know, write scripts, and they might be the one who also does some creative writing, and they might be the one who also writes about traveling. Yeah, bloggers, yeah. Okay, this is general reading, so let's see more what kind of job does group number one soulmate has. School. The answer that you're seeking involves going to school. So they might be still studying, or they might be working at university or school. They might be teacher, they might be advisor, they might be international relations officer. I don't know why it's so specific, the message that I get, but yeah. Energy healing, okay. They might be the one who even do like tarot reading. They might be the one who does some health healing. Doctor, nurses, people in the medical fields, people in the spiritual fields. Okay, so these are the potential jobs that your soulmate might have. And also, let's talk about your soulmate's feelings and perspectives about you. We're getting super detailed, so sit back and relax. Your soulmate's feelings and perspectives about you. Okay, so your soulmate feels that you are the type of person they can come to when there is some sort of unfairness, and when there is just some sort of bad things happening around them, you know. So your soulmate thinks that you are very good at giving advice and very good at emotional healing as well. And also your soulmate sees you as this very kind and just person that they can even trust you with their life. And your soulmate also feels that you are the type of person that is going to be a great mother to your children together even. because you just have this very strong moral values that your soulmate really, really respects and admires. So your soulmate is like, okay, I really want this person to be in my life because this person just has the amazing strong moral values that I know I can really trust and count. So yeah, group number one, your soulmate really trusts and counts on you at the crucial times. They see you as their life partner that they can go to when there's trouble. Ooh. They also see you as a person who brings them a lot of joy. You're going to make them laugh, you make them laugh, and you just make them so happy. And when you are around them, your soulmate is super happy that they get to spend time with you together. And every time that you spend together, they don't feel bored, they always feel refreshed, and they always feel like there is something positive energy from you that needs to be had and that needs to be passed to them. So your soulmate is very happy that they really just love your energy, group number one. So let's see. The Fool. Oh, your soulmate actually sees you as the person who they can go on adventures with together, whom they can, like see dogs, animals, see the world together. They also see you as the person that shares the similar hobbies and lifestyle and goals in life. You both probably share some life goals, such as traveling. You both want to travel the world first before you have children, for example. Or you both really want to have a life that is very focused on experiences rather than having like Gucci bags or a lot of, designer brands, houses, those kind of things. Before that, you both really want to just have experiences. So yeah, your partner, your future soulmate or your soulmate really sees you as the person they can really enjoy the life together with. Okay, that's good. And with the Romance Oracle card, I am going to look into your compatibility, you and your soulmate. How compatible are you? What is your compatibility like? Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Okay, so this one is actually a guidance card because we have a lot of Temperance card, which means that your soulmate might be the one that you need to warm up to a lot. They might not be the one that you fall in love at first sight. You are going to meet your soulmate, but you're going to spend at least 3 or 4 dates to really get to know each other, and then 10 or 11 dates to get to know each other on 5% of the levels. And yeah, you just need time to get to know each other. So this is more of a guidance card that you need to have patience and you really need to give it time. So if your soulmate feels boring to you, group number one, do not give up, okay? Because you are going to need to take time to get to know each other. If you give up on first date just because your soulmate feels boring, that is not going to work out. So your soulmate connection, group number one, you need to give it time. More time than you normally give in your relationship. Okay, calling in your soulmate. We are talking about soulmate and soulmate card just popped out. Amazing. Okay, so this is telling you that your soulmate is already in your life and your soulmate is actually coming to you, and that as you manifest and as you do a lot of affirmation and as you write down what kind of person you want to manifest as your soulmate, you're going to meet your soulmate and you're going to manifest a lot of happiness together. So this is a card that confirms that, yeah, your soulmate is just around the corner. And let's get right into your soulmate, the messages from your soulmate. I want to know the messages. What messages does your soulmate want to see? I was hurt by you. Okay, your soulmate is probably the one that you probably met on the first date, and so I will interpret a lot of messages. This is one possibility, is that your soulmate is the one whom you meet on the first date, but then you didn't really have good first date. So your soulmate got misunderstood, you know? Maybe you or your soulmate sort of misjudged each other on the first date that you meet. So your soulmate got hurt by it, and that's why this card came up, you know? You need to take time to know each other. Do not judge a book by its cover. Do not judge too quickly. Otherwise, your soulmate is going to be hurt. So that is another possibility. The other possibility is that your soulmate is someone from your past that was hurt by you. And people from your past can be your ex-partners or even your ex-friends. They were not necessarily your romantic interest, but they would have been your friends. But then you got into relationship, or maybe you rejected them. You rejected them when they tried to get out of the friend zone. And because of that, they might have been hurt by you. So that is another possibility as well. So yeah. General reading, so take the message that is true for you. Let's take one more message from your soulmate. I don't know where to start, okay? So remember what I said about your soulmate's present situation. They are experiencing a lot of things, a lot of big changes, a lot of breakups I can see, and a lot of just big changes. So they don't really know like where to start, as in where to start finding you, or which moral values or what kind of person they want to manifest, you know? They don't know because in the past they tried, but they were disappointed by the type of people that they were attracted to. So in the past, I can see that they didn't really know how to set the standards for their partner, you know? Your soulmate really didn't have any standards. They just go with their gut, they just go with their flow, and then they see, you know, they just see how it goes. So that is their dating style. So I feel like they just don't know because their dating style is not working for them anymore. So they don't know how to set the standards for them. So they don't know how to manifest you right now. So this is the message from your soulmate. Okay, one last message, why not? Let's see. I cannot come to you now. Ooh. So actually their present situation makes a lot of sense. They might be experiencing breakup and they need to go on a venture to even get to know themselves about their standards, their boundaries, what they want and what they don't want, because I think they're a little bit inexperienced, and even if they're inexperienced, they are actually not sure what is working for them, what is not working for them anymore. That is why I cannot come to you now. So yeah, I think they are probably not in your life yet. And even if they were, they are actually taking time to come to you. They need to get into their karmic relationships first before they have to come to you. They need to learn from their past relationship first in order for your soulmate. Your soulmate needs to learn first and experience all the karmic relationships before you first, so that they can come to you. Oof. Okay, so what can you do to proceed? I want to know what can help you and your soulmate reach each other, you know? Let's take a look at the angel therapy card that I have somewhere. Okay. Let's use the mystical wisdom card. So what is going to help you and your soulmate connection. Creative wonderment, follow your passion. Okay, so I can see that you and your soulmate is going to meet where you're going to be on an adventure, on a creative project, at a museum, on a hike, or in the places where music is involved. So at a bar, at the club, and at the communities where you have shared hobbies to do things together. Okay, so those things can help you. So if you are feeling on a certain day like, okay, I need to go on a club, just do it. Follow your passion, you know? Those kind of things will help you, lead you to your soulmate. What else can help you? Learn from those who inspire you. So you can also benefit from learning, and especially if you have good examples of healthy relationship around you, group number 1, you can use it as an example to really be like, okay, this is the relationship that I want to be in, and you can learn from those and set the standards. And this is actually for your soulmate as well. They need to learn from the healthy examples, not unhealthy ones. So let's see what is helping you, what you can do to reach to your soulmate. Visualize success. See yourself doing well in this situation. Okay, so just like manifest, you know, manifest this soulmate. If everything that I talked to you so far about your soulmate really resonates your type and what you want, really manifest it. Really visualize how you're going to meet them and really go out there, you know. The healing angel is with you, supporting your healing work. So both you and your soulmate really needs to heal. So this is an encouragement card from your angels that are telling you that you both really need to heal. And as you do the healing work, then that will bring you and your soulmate together. That is the path for you to really meet together. You know, once you really heal, then you really remember your passion again, right? Oh, okay, I loved to dance, I loved to run. And then finally, you will go out running, and that's how you might meet your soulmate, for example, right? So yeah, and that is the end of your all about your soulmate tarot reading oracle as well. And yeah, this was super detailed, so I hope that you enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, and let me know what you thought about it. If you watched until the end, leave a black heart emoji down in the comments and let me know what group, let me know your thoughts, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next videos. Hello, group number 2. If you chose this is your reading for all about your soulmate. We're going to get super detailed, so sit back, relax, get your favorite snacks or drinks, and let's get ready and let's get started on your reading. This is all about your soulmate. I'm going to talk about your soulmate connection together, how you will meet, how you met or how you meet, and your past situation, present, future, your soulmate's past, present, future, your soulmate personality, your soulmate's feelings about you, your soulmate's message for you, and your soulmate's, what is helping you and your soulmate's connection as such. So this is Opal, about creativity, self-expression, those kind of things. So let's get right into it. We will get started with the soulmate connection. Let's check on your overall soulmate connection between you and your soulmate. What is the connection going to look like? Okay, so your connection is the one that involves a lot of travel, and I can see you also a lot of like self-contemplation as well, and even like moving abroad. And I can see that you and your soulmate connection, you are both going to love traveling to foreign lands, other cities, countries, even moving abroad to live together. And I can also see your soulmate and you connection. I can see a bit of long distance in your soulmate connection together as well. And I can also see a lot of expansion as well, you know, like the boats. And I can see that you are going to have a lot of success and you're both going to be secure with each other. 3 of Wands is all about feeling happy with your choices. So I can see that your connection is the one that is secure. So you're not going to distrust and you're not really going to feel too insecure, you know, in your relationship, and you're going to know that you can trust your soulmate and your partner. You can trust each other, and you can even do the big things like moving abroad to live together even. Good. Let's see what else we can see in your soulmate connection. Okay, so I can see that one of you might be a remote worker working from home. So I think that's why I see distance, you know. I think your soulmate connection is going to start with long distance and then you're going to come together. So one of you might be coming to your country or city to live together after doing some long distance, because one of you is living in a city, one of you is living in a village or rural area. You see like village and city in the background. And also 8 of Pentacles is that you and your soulmate is, your connection is one that is very, very devoted. You're not going to give up just because things get hard a little, you know. And I can see that you're both good at being very dedicated partners. You both know how to value stable relationships, and you both know how long it takes to build a good relationship, and you're both really careful not to mess it up, because I think in the past your connection, your soulmate and you both have experienced relationships where you have made mistakes and where you have seen mistakes from your partners. So you're both very careful and dedicated to make sure that you are giving your best in this relationship. So this is your overall soulmate connection together. And I can also see that, yeah, one of you is probably self-employed as well. Some job connection as well. And job is related to your connection. So yeah, long distance. 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so this is also about the person who is very, very, you know, they always wonder if their hard work is reaching to fruition. So I can see that your connection is one that's going to take a lot of patience, and you are both trying to manifest your hard work into things that you can see outwards. Okay, so your soulmate connection, actually I can see that you're both going to work really hard to get to each other. You're both going to not stop until you meet each other in person, until you can touch each other, you know. You are the people who are very focused on building stability and foundation for each other. So yeah, your overall soulmate connection is one that is full of hard work and understanding that love takes time, and you both take a look at love from a very realistic outlook and very practical approach as well. So you might have some limitations like long distance, but then at the end you both will work hard to come to each other. So yeah, I can see that overall connection between your soulmate is the one that is sure of each other. You both really want to reach to each other, and you both are really working hard to be with each other. Ooh. Okay, I want to know if you have met your soulmate. So let's ask your angels, have you met your soulmate or not? Have you met your soulmate group number 2? Listen to your intuition, okay? Possibility that you have. Ask your angels. Yeah, that's what we're doing, right? Let's ask more. We need more confirmation angels of group number 2. Communicate clearly, okay? So far, very, very vague answers in the near future. Finally, we have... Okay, maybe I was not good at communicating to the cards. All right, in the near future. So your soulmate is probably the one that is not in your life yet, but they are coming in the near future. So yeah, you might meet your soulmate by following your intuition. You might meet them at a place that is not really conventional, maybe online, you know, like online sites or just unusual places. I can sense a lot of unusual places because your overall connection is working hard together to reach each other, you know, it's giving so much long distance. That's why I'm saying unconventional places. Yeah, very possible. So let's take a look, group number 2, about your past, present, future of your love life, so that we can have a look at your soulmate too after. This is your past, so your present, ooh, and your future. All right, so in the past, group number 2, you have gone like a tiger. You have gone through your dating life super fast, and this can mean many different ways, group number 2. So this can mean like you have gone through the situations super fast, relationships that end super fast, or you have been the one to go after the other people. You have been the one to do the persuasion. You have been the one to ask the person out on the date. You have been the one to be like, hey, you want to go for that brunch? You want to, and then you give them presents. You tell them what places in town there are. So as such, you know, you have always been very direct. And sometimes you don't even think about it, group number 2. So you are the one who likes to have relationships fast, and you like to have it super quick. You do not want to think too much through. You do not really spend too much time in the past thinking and choosing. You just, you know, if you have feelings, then okay, let's be in a relationship type of person, you know, group number 2. And yeah, in the past you used to be like that, like the chariot. Sometimes you move without thinking even. You just feel attracted to someone, like a crush, and then you go after them. You show signs and you make sure that they know that you are interested, you know? Even if you don't say it directly, you always make sure that your expressions are, even if you don't say it, your expressions are very clear that you are interested. Group number 2, in the past. So that is your past relationship style. And in the present moment, however, you are thinking more about the marriage. You're thinking a bit more seriously. You're thinking a bit more about wedding. You're thinking more about having security and teamwork. So in the past, group number 2, maybe you have been dating around for fun, you know, like just have funny, just having fun. But in the present moment, you are thinking more serious. You're like, all right, I'm done having fun, and I'm done, you know, like just going after people that I like, but in the end, they're not really my best match. So you're done like just having fun and having flings, you know? So group number 2, you have had a lot of flings in the past for sure. And because of that, you're just a bit tired of that, you know. You're more attracted to the security of weddings, security of marriage, and security of commitment now. So I can see that at the present moment, you are really trying to focus on trying to find that serious relationship that you have always wanted deep down, but you haven't really been prioritizing, you know, group number 2. And then your future love life, your future situation in your love life, group number 2, is that you are going to be very much into your, you know, inner side of your mind. In the past, you've always been about the tangible things you can touch, feel other people, those kind of pleasurable things, flings, you know. But in the future, I can see you taking more of a mature approach to your dating life, as in you are going to be more serious about who you choose to be in your life, in your love life especially, because now you're thinking more serious, right? You want marriage now. You don't want just someone to have a fling with. So you're going to be really in tune with your intuition. You're going to really tune into your intuition. And group number 2, I can see that you're a very intuitive person, so really use that strong intuition, group number 2. And you know, sometimes you feel that this person is more of a friend than a romantic soulmate, but your intuition tells you like, I think they have more of a stable relationship partner traits. That kind of hidden intuition, you know, really trust that and really listen to it. And that will help you in your future. Okay, so let's take a look at your soulmate relationship in the past, in the present, and ooh, interesting, and in the future. Okay, good. The world. So in the past, your soulmate have had a relationship where they were focused on one person, and they actually couldn't even do a lot of things because they were so focused on this one person. So your soulmate probably was in a relationship that is super idealized. So they probably idealized the person that was in their life, and they couldn't even really, they actually isolated from their friends and family even because of the relationship that they had. They couldn't see anyone outside of their world except the ex-girlfriend or the girlfriend that they have had at that time. So yeah, I think your soulmate is probably the one that have been in a very unhealthy relationship where they lacked boundaries to really spend time outside of the relationship. They couldn't see anything but the person in the relationship only. They only spent time with their girlfriend or boyfriend, and because of that, they have been not focused on any other parts of their lives even. So yeah, it doesn't sound healthy for me actually. And actually, it actually made them happy regardless, but they knew that it was not healthy as well. Because in the present moment, they are actually, you know, feeling not really happy anymore, and they are trying to go to the other side of the world, and they're trying to see their options, because they have realized that they have been tunnel visioned on the one relationship, and you know, they even haven't been focused on work too much because of the relationship. So they became too focused on love that they know that it's time to go on a different direction. So yeah, I think they finally snapped out of that illusion that they created, that love is the only thing they need. So they're actually trying to decide whether to stay with this relationship or to go in the present moment. But in the future, I can see them healing, okay? And I can see them really like going to therapy, really embracing the side of them that they have hidden because they were so focused on one person that they couldn't even take care of themselves, because this person that they have been with together, the partner that they had, your soulmate had, was so unhealthy and they were so demanding that they couldn't even, your soulmate cannot focus on their lives. So that's why they're deciding to stay or go. But in the future, I can see a lot of healing card, therapy card. So I can see that possibility is that yes, they will choose to go. They will choose to get out of that relationship where their focus is only on, catering to the demand of this person. And they're going to heal from the one-sided relationship. So I can sense that your soulmate had been in a relationship that was a little bit narcissistic, like something that was not focused on them, but one person only. Okay, so yeah, I can see that your soulmate is going to move forward and then they're going to heal from that relationship first in the future. Okay, that's why I can see a lot of travel as well. So I can see that you and your soulmate might meet on one of your soulmate's travels. They might come to you or you might go to them. And then you will meet it when they're trying to heal from, all the bad relationship and all the bad energy from the past relationship that they have had before. Okay, so let's see. I want to know about your soulmate's personality. What is your soulmate's personality like? Queen of Pentacles. Okay, your soulmate is very, very financially stable, and also they are, even if they're not totally super rich, they know how to get money, they know how to work hard for it. It's given a lot of earth signs. Like since the start, I see a lot of earth signs. So your soulmate might be one of the earth signs. So yeah, I can see that your soulmate is one that is very, very secure and someone who can afford to travel. That's why I see a lot of travel cards. Someone who can afford to really focus on their, their passion if they wanted to. And someone who is able to provide security for you even. Group number 2. Let's see. Strength. Okay, so your soulmate has been through a lot. They have been through, in the past, they have been through one-sided relationship, or maybe their partner was sick. I get that sense also. Like they had no choice but to put their partner as the one to be left only. And your soulmate ignored their own needs in order to cater to their past partners. So it's possible that your soulmate's past partner was sick, super sick, that they had no choice but to take care of them until they got better, mentally or physically. And because of that, your soulmate developed a lot of maturity, and they also developed when to let go of things and people or situations. And they also developed very nurturing side to them because of this relationship in the past. They know how to take care of people, but they also know that if you prioritize one person too much, you're not obligated to take care of your partner's mental health. You're not the person who needs to cure someone else's depression, for example, right? You can only do so much, and that's reality. And your soulmate is aware of that. And your soulmate, if they have had too much, they know when to let go, and they know how to give good advice. So if someone is struggling with their mental health, your soulmate is the one who is going to stay with them until they get better. But they're also going to realize that your soulmate, they have their own limits as to how much they can help the other person, They're going to nurture the person, they're going to be there for them until they get better. But at the end of the day, your soulmate also knows that relationship can go only one-sided, only, so long. So they know that sometimes you need to let go if the relationship becomes a bit too much, and heal. So yeah, but rest assured, group number 2, your soulmate is not going to leave you if you have some problems. They're not going to leave you even if you have super big life problems. They're just going to be more wiser about, their boundaries. And they're actually going to focus on, okay, well, I will take care of you, but I will take care of me too as they heal. They're going to learn about balance. They're going to find ways, as in ways that they can show up for the partner and show up for themselves as well. So they're going to learn a lot of things in the near future. So you do not need to worry about your soulmate abandoning you, that's for sure. They're actually becoming more kinder because of the past relationship. They're actually more understanding, they're actually more nurturing because of their past relationships even. So this is actually a very good thing. Your soulmate is developing their emotional intelligence while trying not to ignore their own needs, And your soulmate is one who is your soulmate is actually a person who is so romantic. They really love seeing the good in you. And your soulmate is the one who always sees opportunities wherever they go. So that means like if they meet people, they're going to see the good in people. If they meet people, they're going to see how they can help, and even the bad sides, they see those things. So your soulmate is actually very good at judging people's personalities and judging if a person is good or not. They do not even have to like be super, observant. They sometimes know it from their intuition and from their life experiences that if the person is good or not. Your soulmate is going to know that for sure. Okay, let's know more about your soulmate. 10 of Wands. Okay, yeah. Your soulmate is definitely the person who carries a lot of like wounds from their past. And I think it's because they have some sort of guilt over leaving the relationship, Like, sure, they left the relationship after the person got better, but they still feel a little bit guilt that, oh, should I have stayed even though this relationship was really one-sided and stressful? So yeah, they have some sort of guilt, and they have this habit of overburdening themselves with responsibilities that they do not really need to take over, So I think I can see why they were in a one-sided relationship, because they always feel like they need to help people, they need to heal people, they need to be there for people. And your soulmate has a hard time letting go of the thought that people are going to be okay on their own sometimes. So your soulmate is your soulmate has a very beautiful heart, but they really need to stop overburdening themselves with responsibilities, and they need to take care of themselves even. But it's okay because I can see this star card, which means they're going to heal themselves. So they might learn how to prioritize themselves better. They will learn to let go of helping everyone, because you cannot help everyone, realistically speaking. So yeah, I can see that your soulmate might take on more than what they need to. They might put more pressure to them. They might be a bit perfectionist. Yeah, they might be a bit of that type of person. I want to know about what kind of jobs they might have. Group number 2. Builder. Okay, your soulmate might be very good with their hands. They might be very good at making things, building things, houses, architect, mechanics, what else? Construction worker. What else? Building things. Can be building like pictures, building software, hardware. Okay, building communities, building people. Practice. Okay, your soulmate is the one that is building up some skills, even maybe like some skills that they want to use in their financial world to make money, some networking skills, for example. Okay, freedom. Okay, your soulmate might be the one who is like a digital nomad, someone who is a remote worker. They like to be their own entrepreneur, yeah, solo traveler, those kind of things. I feel as though your soulmate is the one who is most likely a entrepreneur. They are their own boss. That is the energy I sense most of the time. Children. They might be kindergarten teacher. They might love children. And your soulmate might be the one who really wants to help children and soft things, soft animals, soft people. So yeah, I can see that these are the possibilities of your soulmate's jobs. So let's see, what is your soulmate's feelings and perspectives about you when they meet you? Let's see about that. Ooh, 5 of Cups. So when your soulmate meets you, they're going to be like, okay. So group number 2, you might be in the stage of being heartbroken. You might not be feeling bad, but you're actually feeling very, very, grief. You're not feeling like totally lost, but you're experiencing a sense of grief and guilt, and you might be sad from a breakup when you meet your soulmate, group number 2. So the time that you meet your soulmate will see you feeling very lonely and recovering from a heartbreak. Okay. So your soulmate might feel as though, okay, and then they might want to give you that help again. Remember, your soulmate is always wanting to help others. So they might be like, okay, let me help you. Let me give you everything that I know. Let me give you the advice that I have. Your soulmate is going to come into your life and give you that type of security. And they really want to help you when they see you like that, group number 2. So that is their feelings. They want to help you. You see, they want to help you, they want to give you, they want to heal your trauma, they want to heal your past hurts. They really want to give you the love that you think that you do not deserve, group number 2. So when your soulmate sees you, they're going to be like, okay, let me pour my love out to this person, to my soulmate. So yeah, you're just going to feel loved. And they're just going to come into your life, and they're going to comfort you, reassure you, and make you feel safe. That is your soulmate's feelings and perspectives. Okay, so let's see about your soulmate's message for you. What does your soulmate has to say about you? Let's take a look. Oop. People do not believe in me. Okay. So this means that when people are in their lives, such as their ex-partners, and that they want to break up, their ex-partners are not going to believe that they are going to leave them. Or your soulmate has the perspectives that are very, very different from a lot of people, unpopular opinions. And because of that, your soulmate might have a hard time finding people who share the same values or same thoughts as them. They might be a bit of an introvert, group number 2. Drugs and alcohol. Okay, so I can see stress here. So as they are figuring out whether to stay or go in the present moment, they might be like taking a lot of drugs and alcohol. Or you might meet them at a place where there are drugs and alcohol. Yeah, so many possibilities. Because this is a general reading, so I will say everything that is coming into my channel. Why is it that you love me? So your soulmate really wants to be reassured, because in the past they have been in a one-sided relationship, but they are totally scared that it will happen again, where they are not loved fully because they're too busy focusing on other. So they really want to be reassured that the relationship that you will have together is the one that's going to be mutual, not one-sided, you know? So this is the message from your soulmate. I want to know like what is going to help. Let's see. What is your compatibility like? Ooh. Children. Your love life is being affected by children. Okay. So interesting. Children, 2 children, 3 children actually. So this has a lot of meaning to it. It can be that your past inner children are traumatized and you both need to heal your inner children first before you meet together. Or it can mean that you are going to meet at a place where you help children, like the orphanage and at the kindergarten schools, those kind of places. Or it could also mean that your soulmate wants children and you do not really want children. So there can be conflicting views which might block your soulmate connection. So yeah, these are all these possible messages from these cards. Let's see one more. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Yeah, so your soulmate and you are very attractive, and you are going to need to be present. You need to be not distracted. Do not be on your phone, and really truly be present when you're with people. And that will help you towards your soulmate. So I want to know what else can help you towards your soulmate. Listen to your intuitive feelings. Okay, again, listen to your intuitive feelings. This makes sense, right? I told you that in the future you really need to listen to your intuition. So even if you feel that this person is not emotionally available at the moment because they are indecisive about something, really give it a chance to blossom. Really be a friend to them first before you jump into a, romantic relationship right away, because soulmate connection can take a while to build. You have a natural ability to connect with the departed loved ones. Okay, so make sure that I think group number 2, you might have some tarot cards or oracle cards yourself. So use those to ask your angels to ask for advice how you can really be with your soulmate soon. What can help you? Honor and respect your deep sensitivity, as it is a gift to us all. So if you're feeling sad and feeling vulnerable, make sure that you really, show that. Be vulnerable, because that is how your soulmate will enter your life when you're feeling so sad and depressed and having grief over a loss, over a breakup, or over a loss of family member even. So when you're vulnerable, your soulmate is going to see your true emotional sensitive side, which is authentic, and your soulmate is coming with the offer that is going to make you feel and know that they are your soulmate. They are the one, and your intuition is going to confirm it when they come into your life. So yeah. Okay, what else we need to know? Let's take a look at the what can help? What can help and what is blocking you? Letting go. Learn to let go. Yeah, this one I feel like it is more about message up to your soulmate actually. Your soulmate really needs to let go of their past relationships so that they can heal and move forward. And again, Strength card is about letting go. So yeah, letting go. And also about you, group number 2. You might be grieving, over a loss. So only after you let go and really listen and trust in the process that everything is working out for you and that new love is on the way to you, then you will manifest your soulmate. Battle of the Blues. Take steps toward positive change. See, blues is all about feeling sad, down and about. So this is telling you to heal. And drugs and alcohol, okay? So you and your soulmate both might be actually going through a lot. And that is why this is the card for the guidance. You need to really trust in the process and make sure that you eliminate any sorts of bad triggers and really put your body and mind in a safe space and treat your body and mind with good things, like not with drugs and alcohol. So I think this message from your soulmate is also telling you to take care of yourself and be positive. Really trust in the process that your soulmate is on the way and better relationships are coming. So yeah, this is the super detailed reading all about your soulmate. Group number 2. I really hope you appreciate it and I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, leave a white heart emoji down in the comments and let me know what you thought about it, what videos you want to see next. And thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next videos. Welcome group 3, this is your reading all about your soulmate. Sit back, relax because this is going to be super detailed. So let's get started right away. This is a stone, citrine, indicating success and all the abundance. Let's put it right there. And let's start with the overall soulmate connection between you and your soulmate. What is it going to be like? What is the relationship going to look like? Okay, so the relationship is going to take a lot of effort and time, and it is because you both have a very different outlook, and these outlooks actually are not going to separate you two, but they're going to make you two stronger. And I can see that you both have been in very challenging situations in the past. So you both, sort of like your connection challenges each of you to face your fears and to stand up for what you believe, to stand up for yourself. So this connection between you and your soulmate is gonna be the one that is going to make you really, really face your fears without really going away, without really, just avoiding. So this relationship is going to really face the people that you didn't really want to face before, or face the fears that you didn't really know you had before. So in turn, that is going to make you and your soulmate connection stronger. And this comes with a lot of patience and understanding, and also cleaning up after those challenges. So I can see that it is a bit of a healing connection between you and your soulmate, because it is one that is going to fill each other's cup, and the water energy is the healing energy. The sun is also the healing energy, all the nature. I can see you and your soulmate going on walks together in the park or in nature and where the water is. So this connection is one that's going to make you feel, make you reflect back on your life and make you reflect how to best live your life. So this connection is very uplifting and one that is very understanding despite the flaws. So yeah, Judgment card is all about the truth coming into the light and being very like bringing some sort of truth to the light. So in the past, you may have had situations where you were misunderstood or people treated you unfairly. And with the connection that you will have with your soulmate, you are both going to be very good at judging whether or not the people that you want in your lives are the people that truly deserve to be in your life. So this connection is going to bring out a lot of your confidence back into your life. A lot of the support is going to be there when you want someone to stand by your side. Your soulmate is going to be there for you, and whenever there is some sort of unfairness going on, your soulmate is going to be so patient with you, and you're both going to have a very confident decision-making process together. You're going to be super patient with each other. And I can see the potential of you and your soulmate having children as well in the future. A lot of children, not just one. All right, so let's see. Have you met your soulmate? Let's ask the angels for that. So group number 3, have you met your soulmate? Has group number 3 met their soulmate? Perfect timing. Okay. So this is telling you that you are going to meet your soulmate at the perfect timing that you need. So if you are struggling with some sort of trauma and some sort of, you just need someone to back you up, right? You just need someone to understand your perspective or side of the story, and that is when your soulmate is going to enter your life. They're going to understand you despite what other people say. And yeah, so this means that you haven't met your soulmate. Let's get a confirmation card. Yeah, wait. So yes, you need patience, and in the moments that you really need someone to understand you, that is when your soulmate is going to come into your life. So yeah, group number 3, you haven't met your soulmate. So let's read into group number 3, your past, present, and future love life. This is your past. This is your present. And this is your future. So group number 3, in the past, I can see that you have been very naive, perhaps about people even. You have believed that everyone who you love is going to love you back, or if you treat someone very well, that person is going to treat you exactly the same back. You have been in this type of thought process where you think that, well, if I give 100% of my efforts, then I'm going to get 100% of that efforts back. That kind of thinking in the past. And then you have realized in the present moment that it is not really what the reality is like. You realize that, okay, even if I love someone 100% and I give someone 100% of my efforts, that person is not going to give it back to me. So in the present moment, you realized this harsh truth about dating and relationships, and you've realized the need to let go of those expectations and the lens in which you view the relationships. So you view the relationships in a very positive way, that it's always going to be 50-50 in the past. And in the present moment, you are going to realize, okay, it's not really 50-50 sometimes. And even if somebody is very good with words, and if they cannot follow up with their actions, it is not the relationship that you want. So in the present moment, you are realizing all of those things. You are growing out of your full stage. You are becoming wiser at the present moment. You are learning to let go of those perfect expectations that you have had in the past. And you are gathering courage and strength to perhaps walk away from people or situations that do not just serve you anymore, group number 3. So you are learning to really love yourself, and you are learning to sort of like trust in the actions instead of the words that people say. So I can see, group number 3, in the past you have been in relationships where people have sweet talked to you a lot, you know, they offered you a lot of sweet talking, but you know, in the present moment you realize that talk is cheap, and what matters the most is actions. Can they really do the things that they promised? Are they really showing with their actions how much they love and value you? And are they giving you the time and efforts that you deserve, right? Is it really two-sided and not just one-sided? And even if the relationship is not always 50-50, are they still making efforts to make sure that the relationship is balanced enough? So you're questioning all those things in the present moment, and I can see you even like comforting your past self, that you were naive, but it's okay, you understand better now. You understand the ways to value, and you understand what things to prioritize, and also to look for specific things in people, right? Not just sweet talking people, but people who can really show with actions as such. So in the present moments, I can see you setting the right standards, correct values, and really trying to form an image in your head as to what kind of person you want in your life, group number 3. So I can see you letting go of the perfectionistic views, idealistic views, and staying a little bit more grounded, staying a little bit more realistic about your love life and what you want in your soulmate connection, group number 3. Okay, so Queen of Cups tells me that your future is going to be filled with you reaching the highest potential that you can reach. So Queen of Cups is all about you in the future relationship. This energy is all about someone who knows what they want, and who is very empathetic, and who is very charming, and who is very attractive. So I can see you really working towards this ideal version of you, which is mature. So yeah, in the past you have been naive, but now you're realizing that you have this potential to reach, which is being emotionally mature, being secure in yourself, being secure in your femininity, being very loving, being very kind, being loyal, being warm, supportive, and being sort of an empath, and being a healer, being a good listener, being a very caring person. All of these things represent your highest potential, and I can see in the future that you are going to reach that highest version of you that you can reach. So yeah, that is your past, present, and future in your dating life, group number 3. So you're going to attract a lot of good energy, and this is your soulmate past, present, and future. Let's get right into it. Your soulmate. Okay, so in the past, your soulmate might have been in a very serious, committed relationships, and they might have been even engaged, or they might have shared some of the properties or some of the children with their ex-partners. They might have been very emotionally fulfilled. They might have even been married in the past relationship. So your soulmate was very committed to their past relationship. They were very happy even. But right now in the present moment, I can see, you can actually guess already from this image that it is not a happy turnout of this relationship for your soulmate, group number 3. This is all about having a lot of betrayal and lies having reached upon them. So group number 3, someone in their past, in your soulmate's past, must have lied to them, have cheated on them, or taken some parts of them. They have even made your soulmate lose faith in humanity because of how they acted. So they have been very manipulated. So I can see that your soulmate has been in sort of an abusive relationship, and they have been super disappointed. So I can see that that person in your soulmate's past have gotten away with it as well. Maybe your soulmate even forgave them a little bit. And your soulmate is actually feeling very trapped at the moment. They don't know how to proceed from this present situation. At the present moment, they are very cheated on, and they just feel like there is no way out of this emotional baggage, emotional damage, and the lies that they have been told, and the situations that they find themselves unable to get out of. Group number 3, maybe they even have been threatened by their past partners, and they just feel very unhappy and lied to, and it's a very sad situation that they are facing now, group number 3. So they're dealing with a lot of those heavy emotions right now, group number 3. And that makes sense why your angels are telling you to wait and be patient, and that they will come at the perfect timing, because now they're really not ready yet. They are dealing with their own emotional hurt, and it's a level 5 out of 5 emotional hurt, It's one that not a lot of people will face. It has a lot of trauma and deceit. So it is one that is really it feels almost like an abrupt car accident to them, Like they have been backstabbed and they have been bombarded with lies at once. They found out something that they wish they didn't know even, because they're really feeling super trapped and heartbroken at the moment. So really pray for your soulmate, group number 3. They are really reaching that emotional damage stage where they just feel like they cannot really go on much and move on forward too much. But luckily, their future, your soulmate's future, is filled with them focusing on themselves and finally learning to love themselves. And finally learning to be happy on their own. Finally learning to really love themselves so that they don't need someone, but they want someone. So in the past, they might have been in a codependent relationship, and because of that, their emotional world has been shattered, because your soulmate's life was all about romantic relationship. They were so codependent, and they needed this relationship to end so that they could be happy being alone, you know? They should love themselves first. So in the future, I can see your soulmate really focusing on loving themselves first, finally finding their hobbies, what they like to do, and all of those things, so that they can come to you being the best versions of who they are, you know? So that makes sense. You both seems like you will meet your soulmate when you reach your perfect selves. You when you reach your highest potential, and your soulmate when they reach their highest potential. So it's like when your soulmate finally feels like, all right, I'm very confident, I'm happy being alone, and you are like, yeah, I am that girl. I am that charismatic, empathetic, loving girl. And then at that stages of your lives, at the best versions of yourselves are going to meet, and that is the perfect timing you can meet, right? You have learned from the past, and then you have reached the highest potential that you can possibly be at the timing you will meet. So that is when you will really attract each other's energy, and you will meet each other's. So yeah, and I also want to give you a reading on your soulmate's personality, what they are like. Okay, so your soulmate's personality is that they are very happy, and they are really happy with changes. And Death card means that they love to transform themselves. They love to impress others by bringing in different versions of who they are, which is very, very opposite to who they were before. So they love self-development. They love proving others wrong. That, you know, for example, in the past, they were in a codependent relationship, and everyone else thought that they couldn't live by themselves, or they couldn't stand being alone and single. But then their highest self is that, of course, they thrive being single. They do excellent being single as well. So your soulmate really, really can transform. They can do 180 on their personal growth, and they love proving others wrong. So they're the type of people who can go on a weight loss journey and lose like a ton of weight and surprise everyone. That kind of person, you know. Your soulmate is super motivated once they are motivated. If they face breakup or betrayal, they're not the type to be depressed, but rather they are the type to be like, all right, what can I learn from it, and how can I grow from it? So they are the type to really transform themselves, and that in turn can actually play a role in your connection, because that means that they can be your biggest motivator, and that you can do anything. Even if you feel like you cannot transform yourself or you cannot change, your soulmate is going to make you feel like it's an easy job. that's why this connection card came up. You're both going to face your traumatic experiences together with patience, understanding, and the right motivation and the right judgment from all of these past experiences that you have both had together. So your soulmate is also one that is very calm, cool, and collected as well. When they start something, they do not stop until they see a real change, and they always find the good even in the worst case scenario. Like you see death card, but then there is sun rising. Your soulmate is one that is the one that always sees the good and positive outlook on life. And also, your soulmate even inspires other people, you know? People look up to them and they can really learn from your soulmate. They might be an educator, your soulmate. So your soulmate is one who is also very good at healing your inner child as well. Your soulmate is all about trying their best to heal their emotional wounds, and their personality is very caring and giving. They're very emotionally mature, and they are very understanding of like a lot of traumatic experiences because they have gone through those things themselves. So they know when people are in a, you know, they don't just sympathize, they empathize with others. And they are the types to really encourage you to heal your past trauma as well. So I want to know a little bit more about your soulmate. Okay, your soulmate is also one who is very romantic, and your soulmate, I think they have had a lot of experiences, but every time they are always very serious about each and every one of their serious relationship, and because of that, your soulmate always sees the person in their relationship to be the one. So they will treat you like the one no matter what. Even if you're not the one, they will treat you like the one. Your soulmate just treats everyone really well because they're just kind, you know, very good energy. They're going to make you songs, they're going to write you songs, they're going to follow after their actions, they're going to make sure that you feel loved. And your soulmate just wants you to make you feel that you are the one for them. So your soulmate just has this very reassuring energy that they are going to be a stable being in your life as well. So you have this Queen of Cups energy as your highest self, and your soulmate has this Page of Cups. So your soulmate is going to feel very admired by your emotional intelligence, and that in turn fuels their romantic side. In the past, maybe they were not so romantic, but with your Queen of Cups energy, they are going to be more romantic. They're going to bring you flowers, and they're going to write you letters and take you out on dates. And they're going to learn from you what it's like to show love in a very romantic way as well. That is what I can see. So I also want to know how your soulmates views you, their perspectives of you, their feelings, perspectives. Okay, your soulmate views you as the person who is a leader, who is capable of doing anything that they put their mind to, and who is the person who starts things. Your soulmate thinks that you are self-starter, and that you are the person who doesn't really wait for others to lead the way, but you really pace the path for yourself. And they think that you're very confident as well. They also see you as this very super attractive and super adorable type of person as well. And they also see that you are their safe space, group number 3. They see that they can really count on you when it matters, and that you are the stable being in their lives, and that you are not leaving them just because something happens, and they really trust you, group number 3. They know and trust that you are not going to betray them like people in the past. You're not going to cause them any griefs, and that you are the love of their lives. Wow. So yeah, I can see very positive feelings about you. And they also feel that you are the type of person they can really challenge life together with. And with you by their side, they feel that they can do anything, and that you can do anything, and that together you both can do anything together, whatever life throws your way. So they really feel that you're not going to backstab them like people in their past. And they also see you as very beautiful being as well, and very pure as well. They also see you as a person who is very fluffy, very adorable. They want to take care of you, and you really cheer them up, and they really love the sound of your voice as well, group number 3. So yeah, I think one of the things you might hear from your soulmate in the future is that they love your voice, and they love how you look so innocent and pure. Okay, and let's look into your compatibility and your connection in general. Okay, healing family issues. Wow, you see what I just talked to you about in the beginnings, and overall is that you're both going to heal past traumas together. So maybe that has to do with healing family trauma, childhood trauma, and forgiving your parents. So together I can see that yes, you are both going to have patience and understanding as you try to heal through your traumas together. Okay. So this can mean that your soulmate also really has some family trauma they need to heal. Heart-to-heart conversation. So your soulmate and you, when you meet your soulmate, really be vulnerable with your soulmate. Really talk about your deepest, darkest trauma, because only if you have those heart-to-heart conversations are you going to have the perfect timing to really connect with your soulmate, group number 3. Unrequited love. Okay, so this means that in the past, you both have been in a one-sided relationship. Remember what I said about 50-50 in the past, group number 3. So you and your soulmate both really need to stop giving the chances to relationships where you are both promised that you will be loved the same ways back, but it is not the case. So you and your soulmate both need to stop quitting and staying in relationships where it's really not 50-50, no matter how sweet talker the other person is. The wrong person can do the talking every single time, but they can always be wrong. They can always be lying to you, So let's get right into your soulmate's message for you. Painful memories. Yeah, of course, in the past, in the present, they are dealing with painful memories. That is why they cannot really come to you right now, and you both need to wait for each other. And this can also means that your soulmate is encouraging you to talk about your painful memories as well, to be open and honest with your soulmate so that you can really have heart-to-heart conversation to really connect your souls together. the passion is too much. So this passion that you both felt for your past relationships can be too much for you, and you both really need to take it slow at first. So to have heart-to-heart conversations, you need to slow it down. So instead of taking it too fast, your soulmate is also telling you to take it a bit slower. Okay? So I cannot talk to you right now. Yeah, your soulmate needs to work on themselves to be highest versions of who they are. So that makes sense. So you will meet your soulmate only after you both really work on yourselves and reach the highest version of yourself that you have really been. Okay. So you both really need to be. I also want to know, like, what is your soulmate's job? The potential jobs that they may have. What is your soulmate's job? Freedom. Your soulmate might be the one who leads their own company, or the one who is unemployed as of the moment, and the person who is around nature, or someone who does do gardening, or someone who has a lot of free times right now, or digital nomad. Okay. Talk to your angels. If you have oracle cards, to be specific, you need to ask your angel what jobs they have, because this is a general reading, so some of the information might not apply to you. Music. So your soulmate is someone who is a musician, who can sing, who can dance to it. And I can see your soulmate might play some sort of unconventional instruments as well. Okay, your soulmate might be actually unemployed right now. That's why these cards are coming up. That just doesn't make sense too much. Environmentalist. Yeah, remember what I said about nature? So even if it's not their job, your soulmate might have it as a big part of their hobby. And they might be dealing with plants, making medicines from plants, or flowers, florist, someone who takes care of the earth and animals. They might be working with animals or at the cat coffee shop, for example. Yeah. All right. So let's see. I want to know, like, what can really help your relationship with your soulmate? What can help you bring together? Okay. Oh, mediumship. So it is recommended that you talk to you might be a very intuitive group number 3. So talk to your past family or people that you loved, but they have passed away. So talk to them through mediumship and ask advice and visualize success. So really, like, when you work on yourself and when you visualize the type of person you want to be and the person that you want as your soulmate, that is going to bring you two together. Books. So as you read and put knowledge, so I can see a lot of self-development actually. As you do your self-growth, self-development journey, you're going to really meet your soulmate. Yeah, good. And one last advice card. What can really help and maybe what things are blocking you? Let's see. Express your sensuality. So group number 3, do not afraid to really wear the clothes that you feel as though it's too revealing. Really dress to impress sometimes. Battle of the blues. Yeah, this is all about battling against your fears. So if you are afraid of going out, but at the end of the day you have fun, then go out, let's go and have fun. Exactly, go out there and have fun. Even though you might both be healing from your past relationships and trauma, always make sure to have some sort of positive energy inside you, group number 3, that will bring you and your soulmate together for sure. So yeah, this is all about your soulmate, and this is the end of your reading, group number 3. I really hope you enjoyed. If you watched until the end, leave a yellow heart emoji, and also let me know what you thought about it and what videos you want to see next. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next videos. Hello, welcome group number 4. So if you chose this is your reading for all about your soulmate, and let's get started right away. This rose quartz is all about love, healing, and that communication. So we will look into your overall connection between you and your soulmate first, group number 4. So what is your soulmate connection going to be like? Alright, so the Emperor card tells me that your connection together is one where you both take charges on not only your love life, but also on every aspect of your life. You are both going to be very active in seeking out friends, in trying to network with other people, and also searching for opportunities with confidence and ease. And I can see the connection between you two is one where people are going to look at you both and be like, wow, they are like a power couple, When people look at you two, you both sort of like exhibit very, very good energy around you, where you both just have it together and you both are willing to reach to the top together through each other's support and each other's encouragement as well. And I can see that this energy is also very authoritative. So I can see that your connection together is one where you are leading by good example, which means other people are going to look at you and your soulmate and they're going to think, I want to be like them, like I want to be like this couple. And you both sort of like show this leadership qualities as well, where people are going to follow your energy and what you do. So if you and your soulmate like to exercise together, I can see that both of you are gonna get on top of your game, and then you will both run together, for example, and that will inspire a lot of people who are not even in your relationship or life, People who are just passing by on the street will be like, wow, cool couple. The High Priestess card tells me that your connection is one where you both are very intuitive and you both really connect with each other on an intuitive level. Sometimes how some relationships, some people you see and then you just connect immediately without really saying much, right? You just feel a sense of familiarity, and that is the connection between you and your soulmate, is that you both have known each other probably from a past life, because you both look at each other and you both know that, yes, this is my person, or at least you both have this sense of belonging with each other, where you both just look into each other's eyes and you both get each other, and you don't really have to communicate so hard with each other as well. You and your soulmate is gonna communicate flawlessly almost, because you both do not have to sugarcoat things, and none of you is like super sensitive, you don't get butt hurt, for example, and you both can take things in a very super mature ways. So you just do not have to keep explaining yourself or justifying yourself or give a lot of examples to get your point across each other. So you both are going to just say a few words and you both just get it. You know, you don't have to say too much in order for your messages to be communicated and be heard. And that is the connection I see between you two. You're both going to be both very intuitive. You both are interested in abstract things as well. So consider things like art, consider things like music, consider things that you cannot touch in general, you know? You both are very intuitive people. So I can see you two like even being interested in spiritual things like tarot and oracle decks and as such, you know, and astrology, for example. So I can see that you both have very similar hobbies where you both can connect with each other just by doing similar hobbies as well. And yeah, I can see that you're both very balanced and you both sort of complement each other. So one of you might have a more feminine energy, like the high priestess, where you're a little bit more on the sensible, emotional side, and one of you might be on more of a logical side, and that actually is great. And I can see that you both really complement each other because of that. So if someone is getting super emotional about something, one of you is gonna step in and offer like logical solution, and then that kind of balance your relation out. So that is the connection that I see between you and your soulmate so far. So let's see one more card. Page of Cups just pop out. So this connection I can see is that you both are going to be like hopeless romantic type of lovers. That is what I can see. So what I mean by hopeless romantic is that you both are very idealistic about your love life. You both actually have this expectation that love is like a fairy tale, and you actually have behaviors that are actually like that. Like you both really love the ideas of romanticizing the love life, you know, in a very movie-like ways. So you both like to sort of like dance in the rain, you both like to kiss in the rain, or you both just like to do some sort of romantic things that other people will think that it's a bit silly, but to you both it's actually very playful thing and very like something that you both just feel as though it's like a very dream-like relationship. So I can see a very dream-like relationship where you both sort of are playful with each other. You both are actually enjoying and making sure that your inner children are happy as well. So I can see that your inner children will be super playful. They will come out a lot in this connection between you and your soulmate. And I can see that you both are very artistic. So I can see both of you sort of writing to each other or expressing your loves in a very artistic ways and in a very dream-like, movie-like ways. And I can see that one of you may have had crush on another first. So it could be that your soulmate will have a crush on you first, or you have a crush on them first. So yes, this is the overall connection that I see between you and your soulmate so far, group number 4. So let's move the card over there. We will also ask your angel, have you met your soulmate? Has group 4 met their soulmate? Yes, wow, okay. So this is a person that you already know who may have a crush on you, and that person is probably a person you already know intuitively because you sort of like saw each other somewhere at a party, and then you both look at each other, right? And then you both get interested. You both are like, all right, let me go and talk to this person. And then once you get talking, you both realize that your vibes sort of match each other. This is the type of connection I see. Also, this is a general reading, so I will draw more card because while some things might be true, some things might not be true for some of you in the same group. Be assertive, okay? So I believe that you might your soulmate might be in the friend zone, or you might be in the friend zone, and that's why your angels are telling you that one of you need to be assertive and take charge in order to reach and really connect to your soulmate. You know, you already have your soulmate in your life. It is someone you know for sure with this yes confirmation card, but it is really up to you and your soulmate. So make sure that group number 4, you are being very active and assertive and making sure that when you are interested in another person and you believe deep down, right, like intuitively, that this person could be your soulmate, make sure that you're not friend zoning them, group number 4, and that you are actually trying to show interests, romantic interests in them instead, so that you both can really like come to each other as such. So group number 4, I will look into your past, present, and future love life situation. This is your past. This is your present, group number 4. And this is your future. So in the past, group number 4, I can see that you have had a lot of conflicts in your love life, and I believe that you have been misunderstood in the past, and that is why you cannot really move forward with your current love life. You feel as though you need to resolve this problem by really standing up for yourself and speaking up for yourself, and you sort of like revisit the old arguments with the past people. And for example, sort of like the old arguments where your ex partners accused you of something that you didn't do or say, or they just manipulated you into thinking that you were the bad guy, right? So you feel so misunderstood, and because of that you are trying to sort of like, you just feel bullied, you know, so you're trying to make sure that you're feeling heard in the past. And I can see that you were just trying to stand up for yourself in the past, and that means like taking some actions that other people might perceive as being too aggressive and being too self-centered, and because of that you have been very misunderstood and misperceived in the past. And that means like you just felt like there was no other way out other than defending for yourself. I can see a lot of drama in the past relationships, and now in the present moment I can see that you feel like a victim to those past situations still. So you feel like you're trapped in the situation, that you feel like, all right, my past is sort of like holding me back, and unless I solve the past problems or I solve the misunderstanding, then I cannot move forward. So in the present moment, you might be feeling hopeless or powerless, and even like about the love partners, you might feel as though even if I try, you know, nothing is gonna turn out great, and even if I give a chance to my friend who is friend zoned, maybe I might face another unfair situation that I faced in the past. So you might be thinking like that right now in the present moment, group number 4. And because of that, you are having a lot of psychological issues at the present moment. You feel like you're alone, you're lonely, and you're just anxious, and you just do not want to repeat the same mistakes again, you know? And you just feel like you cannot even eat well, or you are eating too much sometimes even, I can see in the present moment, because of these people who have done you wrong and just made you look like a villain, you know, in the situation where you are actually the victim. So that's why you're feeling super victimized, is because you were actually victim, but other people just made you out to be a villain. So you just feel like you need to clear your name, you know, but nothing is really working out in your favor. So group number 4, in this type of situation, you just have to be like, you know, F those people and move forward, because people who are are not willing to hear your side of the story are not your people. So the right people are going to understand you. And remember the overall connection you have with your soulmate. The right people, you do not have to over explain yourself. You do not have to be like repeating yourself over and over just to be heard and just to be seen for who you truly are. So the right people will really come into your life. So you don't need to feel like a victim. You just have to get out of that negative attitude zone, which is easier said than done. I understand group number 4. So yeah, but in the future, I can see that you are going to be very more selective about your money, time. Maybe in the past you were scammed your money, and that is why you're holding on to some of the physical items as well. And in the future, you're also going to be a little bit more private about your personal life. Perhaps in the past you were a bit too public about your problems. You want to maybe the wrong person, the wrong people to talk about your problems, and then they used those problems and worries against you. So yeah, I think that is the reason why you just feel very like sad, So I can see that in the future you're going to hold on to your inner thoughts to the people that you really trust only. So I can see that you will have a lot of like trust issues that you need to solve in the future, and you're just going to keep it to yourself in the future, because not keeping it to yourself and being vulnerable in the past have caused you the pain that you didn't want, So I can see that maybe this is the best for you actually, group number 4, keeping it to yourself sometimes, right? So that is what I can see in your love life. So let's check about your soulmate past, present, and future. This is their past, your soulmate's past. What about their present? Their present. Okay, and their future. All right. So in the past, your soulmate is actually like not even worried about relationship. In their relationship, they're actually like passive ones in the relationship, group number 4. So that's why this card came up. You might want to you need to be more assertive and active, group number 4, to reach to your soulmate, because in the past the dating pattern that your soulmate has been on is one where they have been really much more passive rather than active. They are the observer. They like to observe people, and even if they are friend zoned and they would like to get out of that friend zone, they don't do anything. They're that type of person who does a lot of thinking and a lot less actions, So because of that, they take a lot of rest, and they are actually the people who have a lot of thoughts. They are very cerebral. Your soulmate is very cerebral, so that's why sometimes they can be anxious. So they need to just sit down and just be in their own solitude to take it all in. So this has been their dating pattern since the past. So this is why you need to be more assertive for sure. But in the present moment, your soulmate is actually grieving some sort of relationship, and they are feeling a bit heartbroken. They might have lost someone or something, and they're feeling lonely and sad, and they feel a bit angry about someone or something as well, and they just are focused on the loss as well. So mentally and emotionally, you and your soulmate are actually in very similar mindset, right? You are feeling hopeless and trapped and victimized. Your soulmate in the present moment is feeling powerless and super sad, and they are trying to get over a heartbreak and a loss. So you both are actually healing in the present moment, So yeah, you know them, but you need to be assertive, because especially when you are both introverted people, which I can see that you both can be, one of you really need to step it up because you both are feeling very, very sad. You're both in very vulnerable stages, mentally and emotionally. So yeah, But in the future, your soulmate is going to be a little bit more on the progress. So remember, I told you about how in the future, you're going to keep your personal life to yourself. You're going to be a bit more introverted, you know, but your soulmate actually is going to be opposite. Your soulmate is going to be much more assertive, much more optimistic, confident, friendly, charming, and they're not going to be like, you know, down in the dumps anymore. And they're going to be like, all right, it's time to take actions. So yeah, I can see that so many possibilities. Your soulmate is either going to come to you with this King of Wands energy, being assertive while you're being closed off, or you are gonna have to let them in your life, because this card is about not being vulnerable. So make sure that group number 4, you let people, especially if your soulmate is going to come into your life and they are trying something different from their past dating pattern. They were very passive in the past dating life, but in the future they will be more assertive. So make sure that if someone is being assertive to you, group number 4, you open up, okay? So yeah, and let's see, what else do we need to know? Okay, we need to know your soulmate's personality, what your soulmate is like. Let's dive deep into that. Your soulmate's personality. Okay, so your soulmate is someone who has also experienced something similar as you, which involves a lot of deceit, drama, and also like unsatisfactory outcome of the things that they wished turned out to be better. So your soulmate actually have had very similar experiences where they feel as though people really like got away with their mischief behavior, you know? Like your soulmate actually want that there was justice served, but actually people got away with it. And it's very similar to your situation in the past as well. So because of that, your soulmate might be a little bit more like, you know, keeping it to themselves so that they do not get hurt again. And maybe they even try to, you know, like be an assertive person that they normally are not. So they might be wearing some sort of face mask as well when you see them for the first time. So your soulmate is someone who is very hard to get to know. They might be very introverted person. And I can see that your soulmate is someone who really values community and friends. They have a close-knit, tight group of friends, and those are the quality friends that they really trust. So I can see that your soulmate is someone who trusts a few people, but they really, really hold those people they trust close to them and in their circle. They do not like abandon their group of friends. If they have friends, they have been friends for like maybe 20 years minimum, you know. Your soulmate is someone who has very long-term friendships and they really value friendship a lot. So I can see that your soulmate might be the person who is more open to friends. So yeah, this makes sense. Like your angels told you that you have met your soulmate. So this makes sense that you might be friends first before you come together as couples, because your soulmate is the person who trusts their friends and who opens up to their friends more than the romantic partner even sometimes. So that is why you really need to get out of the friend zone. And your soulmate is someone who really like when they get into a relationship, they really prioritize that relationship, you know. They value friendship, but then if they really are in love with you, and of course they are your soulmate, so they will be in love with you. Once they are in love with you, they're going to prioritize you in their lives. They're going to be open, honest, and shower you with their love. And they're going to be very assertive, and they are also going to make you feel like you are the only one in their life. and that there is no one who can replace you. And your soulmate is someone who is going on a journey where they're facing both good and bad, but your soulmate is actually like God's favorite, you know, like spiritually speaking, your soulmate is someone whom the spirits have their backs. So the spirits really love your soulmate's soul, and that is why I can see that your soulmate is a bit of an introverted soul, you know. Your soulmate is more in tune with their inner sort of like mind, and that is why, because they need to get the guidance from their spirits, right? So they're really in their heads most of the time. So yeah, let's see what else is your soulmate's personality. Wow, okay, I'm not even kidding. This one, the Hermit, just popped out, and this card actually exactly describes your soulmate's personality, right? They're really introverted, self-introspective, and they are very wise. They need a lot of alone time, and because when they are alone, that is when all of their feelings are sorted and all of their thoughts are clear. So they really need to find themselves by being alone. So yeah, your soulmate is definitely on the introverted side. Okay, because they need to be in touch with their head, you know, head and the head chakra. And the head chakra is where the spirits and angels usually send the ideas and messages. So your soulmate is definitely spirit's favorite. Okay, let's see what kind of jobs your soulmate will have. Writing. So they might be writer, they might be creative writer, they might be the people who just write for fun, journal, and they might be the one who really like to dress up, fashion designers or even like fashion models. And they can be like soldiers as well, whom protect other people. And they also can be travel blogger or sort of like the digital nomad, you know, those kind of people. And okay, and yeah, again, they are very connected to their spiritual world. They might be doing something like very close to spiritual realms. So like someone who reads tarot or astrology, body work, okay, yeah. Someone who does therapy, healing, and someone who likes to cook. I don't know why cooking came to my mind, but yeah, someone who likes to cook, someone who likes to make other people feel happy and enjoyable. So yeah, these are the potential jobs that your soulmate might have. And let's get into your soulmate's feelings and perspectives about you. How does your soulmate feel about you? How does your soulmate look at you as such? Okay, your soulmate feels that when you are with them, they just feel like it is a one complete puzzle. They just feel very content and they couldn't ask for more. They feel really grateful when you're around them, and they feel really grateful for your presence, and they feel really happy whenever you are around them, that even if you're just there and not talking, your presence means a lot to them. And also they really see you as this person who is very stable and who is very emotionally reliable, you know. So they just feel as though if they have worries or emotional troubles, you are the person that they can always go to for advice. So that is how they view and feel about you. Let's draw one more card. Yeah, they also feel that they want to protect you. They want to offer you the financial abundance so that you both can live a life together that is full of richness and very stable life, household life even. They want to offer you like a house. They want to offer you a place to grow up together, the place to grow old together. They also want to protect you, and they want to provide you. Your soulmate really has this provider mindset, so they really wish to provide for you, group number 4. Okay, and group number 4, they see that you are the opposite to them. So if they are introvert, right, which they are, they think that you are a bit more on the extrovert side, and that you are someone a little bit more extrovert, even if not totally opposite. And they really admire you for the qualities that you have, which they do not have. And also, wow, your soulmate really feels really like in love. This Ace of Cups is about your soulmate not questioning their feelings towards you. They feel strongly that you are their soulmate and they know it. There is no question asked, and they want to give everything to you, and they want to give all their attention, time, support, and they will do everything to make the relationship work with you, group number 4, if you're with them. And they really, really prioritize your happiness in the relationship as well, group number 4. So these are your soulmate's feelings and perspectives of you. And also, I see that your soulmate sees you as this person who brings them calm, you know, like who brings them joy and who brings them sensual experiences as well. Okay, they're just very like attracted to you, you know. You just feel like a fresh air, breath of fresh air, you know. All right. So let's see, what else do we need to know? Okay, your soulmate's message for you. Let's see, what does your soulmate want to say to you that they cannot say? From their higher self, what messages do they want to talk to you and relay to you about? Why do I feel this way? Okay, your soulmate might be like going through the roller coaster of, wow, wait a minute, group 4, you are just a friend to them, but why do I feel this way? Why am I feeling like romantic attraction to you? So this is the feeling that your soulmate is feeling and asking them right now. They are questioning whether or not they should come to you while they are dealing with their emotional loss, actually. The passion is too much, so your soulmate is actually scared that this burning fire might die out, and that actually your soulmate is very, very afraid of your friendship ending. You know, if they try something, they are scared that them trying something is going to you know, take you both apart from each other. I do not understand. Your soulmate is confused whether if you are interested in them romantically or just platonically. So group number 2, if you have someone that you know intuitively that could be a soulmate, really show some signs, okay? Because if you leave your soulmate being confused, that can be very confusing for them. What do you see in me? So yeah, your soulmate is really needing a reassurance, group number 4. So be assertive. Exactly, your angels are correct. So really be assertive. If you really, really want to manifest soulmate, you need to take actions and make sure that you reassure people that you are interested in, so that they know to be assertive or not, you know. They know to take their assertive power on someone else or on you. So group number 4, really show your interests. So I want to see your compatibility as well, you and your soulmate. And requited love. Yeah, there you go, what I said in the first place. Someone might be one-sided in love, right? In your relationship, someone has a crush on you. So it can be you or your soulmate who has a crush on you. But I feel as though it is your soulmate who has a crush on you, you know? So yeah, make sure that you really step it up, group number 4, and make sure that it is not one-sided love, but that you also feel the same way, group number 4. Okay. Let go of control issues. Wow, look at this, group number 4. I told you, right, in the future you're going to keep it to yourself, and you are trying to control the perceptions of people by not really being vulnerable. So let go of control issues and truly be yourself, so that people really see the true you. And you know, it's a win-win situation. If people love you for who you are, it's a win. And if people hate you for who you are, then it's their loss, you know. But if people are in love with the version of you that you selectively choose to show, then it is sort of a bit like you will always wonder if they really love the version of you that you made up, or if they are in love with the real you. So really make sure that you're your true self, okay? Be vulnerable. Past life relationship, okay, very nice. Okay, so remember what I said about in the first moments too, that this could be past life. Like, sure, you may have known them, but it could be from the past life. Also about like you being connecting on an intuitive level, right? It's because of the past life relationship. You have both been together in the past, you have been soulmates in the past, and then now in this life you're soulmates as well. And that is why when you see them, you both just intuitively pick up on each other's language, you know, like that. So I want to know what kind of things can help. So let's use the Angels Therapy card. What kind of things can help? What kind of things are blocking you and your soulmate? You are a light worker who has come to Earth to teach about love. Exactly. So do not hold back parts of you that you feel as though are too ashamed to show, you know, group number 4. Really show your caring and true, authentic, compassionate side. Okay, so this is saying that you are highly sensitive, so make sure that you're not overindulging in a lot of like preservatives and alcohol, drugs. Stay away from them. Those can block you and your soulmate connection. If you are focused on bad habits, you're not going to meet your soulmate at the right time. Notice messages that appear as sounds, music, and words from both external sources and within your mind. These messages are real answers to your prayers, okay? So you and your soulmate might be meeting at the places where there are distinctive sounds like bird sounds or music even. So you might want to try and go to those places, and if you are attracted to any sounds, go where the sound leads you, you know? And also you might be attracted to your soulmate's voice. There is something about your soulmate's voice that is very different from others. Okay, so those are the things that can help you. I want to know what else. Let's draw last cards to see like what things can help or block. Follow your intuition. There you go. Intuition card came up like many times. So group number 4, you really know, like in your friend circle, really think about whom you're really friend zoning, but could be your soulmate. Seek clarity. Exactly. So seeking clarity means like you need to give your friend zoned people chances, you know, and see which one is intuitively understanding you and which one is the closest to the personality of your soulmate, and really decide if you really want your soulmate to come to you or not. All right, summon courage and self-confidence. Exactly. To be vulnerable, you need to let go and you need to be confident in yourself enough, and you need to like, you know, I understand group number 4, you're afraid that the past situations where you got hurt could repeat, but you really need courage in order to let the right person enter your life, which means you need to go out there, give your chances, and really use your intuition to reach to your soulmate. Then that will really help you reach to your soulmate. So yeah, this is the end of your reading, group number 4. I really hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you took something away from this, and let me know what you thought about it and what videos you want to see next, and I will see you in my next videos. Thank you so much for watching.